In at tunedbybread.com.
Papi, why you coming from your breathing like that?
My daughter. Hey, my daughter, yeah. The old people can say that curiosity kill a cow. What your own problem again?
Papi, I really don't have problem. But the way you breathing, sir, it's like you running somewhere.
My daughter? Ha, yaka. If I give you the little G's, you yourself will be running to the same place I'm running. So you just hold it there.
Papi, Papi, play on me now, lay on me. You know I your daughter too now.
My daughter, guess what? I had to run away from Wego. Ha, yaka. Tuesday and Thursday, they got one show in town, they call it Logan's Hour. Man, that boy can talk the thing that are happening in Indiana. Even when you steal, even you doing wrong thing, the boy will talk it. You doing the right thing, the boy will praise you.
For real, Papi? No, that kind of thing that we want here all time, yeah.
My daughter, I'm telling you, let me tell you now, Logan's Hour come on every Tuesday and Thursday, 6 o'clock p.m. And when you want to watch Logan Hour, you gotta be on time, or else you will watch the show after the show. But guess what?
What, Papi?
Just go to Facebook and subscribe to Logan Hour. You go to YouTube, you subscribe to Logan Hour. Anytime Logan Hour coming on, you will get notification. That the notification made me running at the door, my daughter, because I won't be laying by in my living room, man, and get ready to call on that show.
Papi, thank you so much for the information. But see Tommy walking, coming it out. I don't know if I ate he looking at too. Oh, Tommy! Tommy!
Oh, what's that? What you calling my name like that for? What you calling my name like that for? Take your time and you get. I'm watching my Looking Hour. Don't got distract me, yo. Wait now. If you ain't got what to do right now, we're already enjoying ourselves. You better get involved with the fries, girl. Tommy? So you today, Papi, was telling me that seriously? I'm going to look for Looking Hour, yeah. Papi, thank you. Thank you for telling me about Looking Hour.
My daughter, that ain't no, don't say.
All right. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on which part of the world you are. Welcome again to another great edition of the Logan's Hour. Today promise to be another great one again. Today is Tuesday, June the 3rd, 2025. And for those of you who just joining us and don't know where you are, I want to say welcome again. And let's have fun. And those of you who you know yourself, you can be spying or just want to say keep spying and let's enjoy ourselves. And those of you who can click on to be seen as you click on, kudos to you. But however the situation is today, we are on the Logan's out, and we're going to discuss some very important things. Some very important things that matters to us all. You know, somebody said, "Oh, well, when you see him laughing at that, I mean, you got to deal with somebody that's scared. I got nobody to deal with, you know." But um, today is a very great day for us all, Liberians as a whole. And hold on, let me record this thing here. All right, so as we about to go through it, I want to use this time to say a very big thank you to my dear team. When you know me, you know the team. The Indiana Pacer. The Indiana Pacer. Those of you who've been following basketball lately, you know the Indiana Pacer have made it to the NBA's Founder after 25 years of fighting for this thing here. Now we are the Founder. We will be going to meet the OKC. And y'all know how the OKC team so strong without picking Shea Alexander. He's a very prolific player, very soft, very smooth. But on the contrary, we have our main guy, Tyree Halliburton. And also we have my own Baza brother, Pascal Siakam. He from Cameroon, Douala. And I trust those both guys. I know they're going to make the difference. And everywhere, if you follow social media, everywhere people talking about how we will not have a game 7. Matter of fact, OKC will beat the Pacer in game 5, in game 4, and in game 3. Everybody have their own. Hold on. Everybody have their own little thing to say about the Indiana Pacer. But I want to say this. Every game has its own momentum. Every game has its own momentum. I can say that for sure. Because nobody expected for Paris Saint-Germain to beat the great Inter Milan 5 goals to nothing in the Champions League. All right, before we go ahead, I just forgot about my housekeeping now. I just jumped into I jumped straight into the conversation. Now I enjoy myself. So let's do some housekeeping here. First of all, before we can go any further, I want to use this time to say to all of those who celebrating birthday in this month of June, I want to say to my brother UJ Doswa, happy belated birthday to you. I also want to say to my dear brother and friend, Morris Guo, happy belated birthday to you as well. And to my brother Samuel Benjamin Logan Jr., I also want to say happy birthday to your dear daughter. This month is your birth month as well. But today, I'm going to say Miracle celebrate her birthday. Your dear beloved daughter celebrate her birthday. Happy birthday to Miracle as well. And to all of you who celebrated in the month of June, some of you who name I don't know, some of you who name I have not mentioned, but I want to use this time to say to all of you, enjoy your little day. You see, when it comes to birthday, I love for people to celebrate because you won't have that day again. Don't be selfish like me though, because I don't celebrate no holidays. I'm not a big fan of holiday. I really don't care. I believe in today. I believe in tomorrow. What happened tomorrow happened tomorrow. What happened today happened today. So I really don't care about holidays. So all of you who celebrating your birthday in this month, I want to say happy birthday to you. And all of you who celebrating your anniversary as well, I want to say happy anniversary to you all as well. And enjoy in grand style. And all of those who celebrating graduation ceremonies and all of those who graduated from the very high schools, I want to say to all our future generations, congratulations to you all for doing a perfect job during this academic school year. Some of you came top on your class, some of you came uh middle, some of you went honor. It doesn't matter. The fact that you are able to muster the courage to go to school, that is the most important thing. We want to say to your parents as well, congratulations to you, the parents, because it's because of your hard work, your your persistency, and everything that make that child to forge ahead to graduate from high school or whatever school. So we want to say thank you so much for the perseverance and everything. And we have Sunny Big coming up in the Liberian community, and you know that one will be no one else but the former youth chair, Brittany Afa, and her her baby boy. She and her boy Williams. You know, when people in relationship, they can call each other baby. So when I say her baby boy, don't take it different. You know, you can be old and Methuselah. Your wife can still call you baby. So take that. So that Bernie baby boy. The same way Bernie is a baby girl to him. All right. So Willow and Babe and Bernie's baby in the bloom. The baby shower will be coming up. So the baby shower gonna be on Saturday, July 19, 2025 at 7 p.m. So listen, some of you who let it do Pastor Ben call it wait now you won't go there late after 12 in the night because you think everybody will be sleeping or nobody will see you. We're not here for that. They posted the baby shower going to start sharp 7 p.m. and going to end at 12 a.m. So the baby shower going to be at 2930 Waterfront Parkway West Drive, Indianapolis, Indiana 46214. Waterfront, if you remember where Unico had her program just a few days, is where they refer to as Waterfront Parkway Drive. So if you want to know the baby registry, you can go to Amazon and just tap Brandy Alpha. Um, she would prefer diaper and wipes. So if you intend to give her anything, she prefer diaper and wipes because you know not everybody want pot and spoon because so people can be brave. When you talk about baby shower, then they give you pot, they give you spoon, they give you everything. They ain't want I want. They just want wipes. They want wipes. And they want diaper if you can do those two. And don't forget again, we have another big one coming up. Another lot of big things coming up in Indiana. A lot of big things. A lot of people graduating, a lot of people getting married, a lot of people born baby. So, man, and that's the beauty of life, though. That's the beauty of life. Things will keep happening, and that's how God created a world that we all would just multiply till you leave. The next group of people come and multiply. The next group of people come and multiply. This is healthy for the community because it's good to find every component of a society in a community, such as you need good people, you need bad people, you need baby man, you need baby pa, you need carpenter, you need masoner, you need agriculturists, you need administrators, you need doctors, you need everything. You need everything. And we have a whole lot of things going on. And don't forget, we have our brother Levi. Levi and Lapu. The wedding is scheduled for June the 28th, 2025. So some of you who have seen this, please put on your calendar. You still have time, put on your calendar. Don't say, I'll tell you, because I will be the one to tell you, say, hey, I told you that, but Levi wedding was coming up. Put on your calendar, Levi And Lapu wedding is coming up, traditional wedding. As I learned, it's the wedding of the time. Don't miss it. It's a very big wedding. All of you who would love to go there and dress in class, you have Levi and Lapu wedding coming up. So don't forget about this wedding here. And the Indiana Lone Star. Again, the Indiana Lone Star will be going against the DR Congo of Indianapolis. So some of you are seeing the flyer. This is it. The Indiana Lone Star, our darling boys, will be going against the DR Congo in Indiana. So it's a friendly match. You can all show up. They're going to be on Saturday, the 14th of June, 2025 at 5 o'clock p.m. And they're going to be at 11675 Hazeldale Parkway, Canby. In Cambo, zip code 46033. So get ready. The boys are ready to get outside again. Indiana Lone Star, you know them. They never let you down. Those boys are so fantastic. Trust me, they are fantastic. And another one here has to do with my dear friend and brother, Mr. Maurice Guo. Maurice Guo is telling you that a healthy mind, a healthy body is a healthy mind. So Maurice Guo is saying to you here, don't sit at home, you eat all day, you forget about yourself, tomorrow something happened to you, then you start blaming it on your people there in the village. You say, oh, the people in the village, say I in America, say my other auntie called me, and since she dropped the phone, that why my heart just beating fast, and my stomach just growing, and I can't understand myself. Maurice Guo says, stop all the excuses. Now, right to your doorsteps. You have consistent fitness, ready to get stronger. So he asks you a question. You ready to get stronger? Yes, we are ready, Maurice. So join us today, where goals meet reality. Maurice will be offering personal training. Those of you who need personal training, I know some people, they don't want to go to the gym because they feel that they don't know what to do. Because most people who, when they think about gym, they worry about what to do. Most people don't know what to do. So they don't worry about going to the gym. They see gym membership to be something that will not benefit them because they actually don't know what to do. Like when you go to the gym, you see people just touching all the irons, you know exactly that person don't know what to do. So Maurice say his training time he had here, he had personal trainer. He can be a personal trainer if you want. And he do weight lifting, weight and strength training. So those of you who want to get stronger, he also engage into that too. He do cardio. Those of you who want, cardio, running all day, resistance training as well. The kind of training where you do at a certain point you ought to build endurance. And he have different option in terms of the time and the schedule. So whatever works for you, that will also works for him according to his training time. So he says you should book your spot now and start your fitness journey. So on Sunday, he has from 3 o'clock p.m. to 4 o'clock p.m., 1 hour. So you can book your schedule now. On Monday, he has from 6 o'clock a.m. to 7 o'clock a.m. On Tuesday, it's 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. Wednesday, 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. Thursday, 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. And Friday, 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. So with the exception of Sunday, 3 to 4, all other time is 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. in the morning. And one thing I like about Murray class is so very cheap. It's just $25 per hour. $25 per hour. So very cheap. Can you imagine? Somebody that won't help you to put you in shape, to make your heart to beat very well. The person say pay $25 per hour. If I'm a personal trainer, if I'm going to Planet Fit or whatsoever place for personal training, I charge $75 per hour. So he's located in Indianapolis, Indiana. And he said he has limited time offer. So if you have you want to book your time with him now, you have to book your time because other people book their time, and he can have 3-4 people at the same time. So you can book your time now. He will schedule you or whatever thing he's going to do. So the first class, so for example, you book maybe on Sunday, the very first day you're going to come to him, he's going to do a free workout with you. Then going forward, you'll be paying now. So the first class will be free for you. So to have your personal trainer, $25 per hour, 1 hour a day. You can call 317-772-1218. 317-772-1218. That's Morris Guo. Or you can email MGUWAR. I repeat, MGUWAR at gmail.com. So when you email that, you're going to have the trainer. He's going to schedule you. You're going to set a time for you, and you can start your fitness journey from right over there. Morris Goa is always here to keep you fit. So those of you who want to start your fitness journey, don't go any farther. Morris Goa is right here for that one. So get ready and start to get fit. And we have another one coming up. Those of you who part of the EDN Old Timer, the Old Timer will be having a meeting this Saturday, June 7th, after practice. So those of you who would love to express yourself or to say something, or you want to make some recommendations, all of that can be done right after this meeting on Saturday. So please don't stay away. Don't say, oh, we know about you. Come to the meeting on Saturday. Right after practice, you're going to have the meeting going on. And the meeting will be all about the old timer, the way forward for the old timer, whatever your grievances are. You'll have the time to sit there and discuss them and move forward. The Indiana 2025 first general meeting will be this Saturday. This Saturday after practice. So the person midday going to be by maybe 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock maybe. So those of you who would love to show up, show up. Those of you who would love to show up, and you have a fruitful meeting. And those of you who in the old timer chat room, currently they have a survey in the chat room, and that survey has to do with employee opinions. So employee, let me say, look at me, employee. It has to do with players' opinions. So if you're a player on the old timer team, you can answer the survey question, and those survey questions will also help the team leadership to stir you in a better direction. Answer it with your whole heart. Don't answer it because you know somebody on the team or because you want somebody feedback. And the first thing about it is that the survey is anonymous. Nobody gonna know who did it. Nobody gonna know who answered what. So that's the good thing about it. Just a click of a finger, it's gone. If you click your finger, it's gone. I think my recollection, that survey should be expiring tomorrow by 6 o'clock p.m. So answer those survey questions, and the team and the leadership will be able to address your question as quick as possible. So there you have it. So I want to say to all of you who just joined us, I want to say thank you for joining us. Saturday, the last announcement here. On Saturday, those who usually go through my training session, we're going to be at a 62nd Park again on Saturday. Shape your body. It's free. All you need to do, get your mat, get your sneakers. No jeans is allowed. You can come with your own water bottle. And trust me, a lot of people benefiting from this. I thought it was something easy, but it's not easy. And the time is very stressful, but you can overcome it. The time is 8 o'clock a.m. to 8:45 a.m. So it's just 45 minutes workout. And the 45 minutes workout is intense. The address is 5253 West 62nd Street, Indianapolis, Indiana, 46268. And when you get to the park, you go at the last shelter right behind the restaurant. That's where we're going to be. It was very important this Saturday and as every other Saturday. So come prepare this Saturday. Come with your mind fixed, because that's where the first thing we try to prepare is your mind. Because usually when people go to workout, the worry is the pain. Oh, but the pain. Oh, it's going to hurt me. It ain't going to hurt you. The mind. That's why. What's his name? The guy, like his name is what? What's the 7-time Mr. Olympia, reigning coma? He says it's not about the weights that matter, it's how you move the weights that matter. So this one, we don't do weights, we do your own body. It's how you move your body that what matters. So come and move your own body so you can be better prepared physically and to do a lot of things. Trust me, to do a lot of things. All right. Oh my word. Oh my word. Okay, so thank you, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Like today, I'll coming up here. I almost missed not coming here too, though. And let me say congratulations to Paris Saint-Germain for winning this Champion League. And I said to somebody, it's just where it is, man. And that's the city. Anytime I think about Paris Saint-Germain winning Champion League, my mind can go to the Indiana Pacers winning this NBA final, because in no real time, Paris Saint-Germain can beat Barcelona 5-0. This current Barcelona 5-0. And the team that put Barcelona out, that the team that Paris Saint-Germain won 5-0. So imagine the Indiana Pacers. Now we'll be going to OKC. Our first 2 games will be in OKC. We're going to beat OKC. The first one, we'll take 1 on the road. We'll come back to Indiana. We'll wrestle with them. We'll take all 2. And that's how it's going to end. Basel Mense Akwe. And we already finished putting our strategy together. Maya Turners and the rest of the guys. We know what we're going to do. The same thing we did with the New York Knicks. New York Knicks, we went to the Madison Square Garden on game 4. We know we couldn't just beat them because we wanted to win our stuff from our fans. So we had to come back to Indiana to live our Eastern Conference trophy from our fans. So that's why we did that. But people never understood that. They felt the guys are stronger enough. They could see the game. They know that we were just joking. So welcome again to the Logan's Hour. All of you who just joined us for the first time, excuse me, don't go away, stick and still. So we will be right back. I'll see. All right. Welcome back to the Logan's Hour. Today we are here again, as always. Those of you who don't like us, we are here. Those of you who like us, we will be here. And we got a long time to be here. Trust me, we got a long time to be here. So we want to say to all of you who joining us for the first time, welcome to the Logan's Hour. Those of you who has joined us, we want to say thank you for joining us. And something came in my mind. I want to talk about it. I want to talk about our dear community, because someone reached out to me and be like, oh, what is it we don't hear anything that happening about the community, what's going on. But first of all, I want to say to that person who reached out to me, not that I have shied away from talking about the community, but I felt it is necessary that we just give the leadership some time to do what they had to do. That's why. But it ain't anything that probably he tried to shy away from the community, and he tried to no. Because I know exactly the person who reached out to me. I could tell from the voice, I could tell the way in which they asked the question, the deportment could tell me exactly what they were trying to say. Because we learn all the things, and we learn body language and stuff. So when the person reached out to me, I asked the person, I said, but a lot of things going on. You saw the president have just put up a new notice appointing election commissioner. So if the president appointing election commissioner, it tells that the community is about to go to election. So what we will be doing a few days from now, we will be using this platform to catalog the achievement of Mr. Julius Parker Sr. and Mr. Prince Richard Boyer administration. We will try our best to do that very effectively, that we do not come from a bias standpoint, because I know that's why everybody thinks. Sometimes when I come here, that's the reason why, to be honest, I stopped talking about the community matter, because I don't care how you put yourself into it. You bring all of the evidence. Is people think that, oh, he doing it because he from this perspective, he from that perspective. So we thought of why we say, you know what, since that's the case, everybody think the way they think. Let's let it slide. So we decided not to talk about it, and we just allow things to play itself. But now you people have started to reach out again. I said, you know what? Then I have to take some time off and talk about it. To talk about it. So the president of the Liberian community of Indiana, Mr. Julius Parker, over the time, he appointed election commissioners. I know some of you saw that appointments out. I think some of you have seen it, some of you have not, because surprisingly, the president posts such a sensitive documents in a group chat, and everybody passed it like nothing happened. And I don't know what's happening. Before, when it's kind of document come up, oh, have some reaction, people will be clicking on it and people will be sharing it. But now it seems as if it's like you waste water on doors back. I have been a little confused. That's how the person reached out. I mean, the person is a real big person though, live in the community. Person follow the show regularly. When the person don't talk, the person is a quiet person. The person be like, my picking, because how you can always come in. My picking, what's happening? I said, I'm bad people. He said, well, what happened now? You talking nothing about the community, everybody, the community are quiet, we can hear no development. And your show, we used to listen to your show about the community, but this ain't kind your show, you don't talk about what is happening, trending issue. And I make myself clear to him, big brother. I decided to slow down because some people felt that I was enemy to progress. And I never wanted to be seen or being categorized in that fraction. So what I decided to do was to take a step back and allow everybody to go on with their business as usual. But the president appointed, this is the letter here. I don't know if some of you have seen it. If you have not seen it, you can take a screenshot. But this should have been discussed. I'm surprised to see that nowhere I saw anybody discussing any of these things here. So there's an official letter that came from the president of the Liberian community of Indiana, Mr. Julius K. Parker Sr. They say Office of the President, Liberian Association of Indiana Incorporated, 55 South State Avenue, Suite 314, Indianapolis, Indiana, 46201. May 20th, 2025. You hear that? May 20th, 2025. Memo, 2025 election commissioners. Fellow community members, this year, the Liberian Association of Indiana Incorporated will be conducting its general election to elect a new leadership to stir the affairs of our association area for the next 3 years, beginning January of 2026. Okay, hold on. Okay, I know what jump over line. Okay, that's good. Let me just go over it again because I thought I jumped over the line. This year, the Liberian Association of Indiana Incorporated will be conducting its general election to elect a new leadership to stir the affairs of our association area for the next 3 years, beginning January of 2026. To facilitate this progress, I'm pleased to inform you that the following individuals were duly appointed as subsequently confirmed by the General Assembly to serve as election commissioners in the upcoming general election. Number 1, Mr. Yelexi Va, chairman. I don't know that man. I don't know if I've seen him in a meeting before. 2, Mrs. Leah Fokpa, secretary. I know her. That's Pastor Edwin Falk, my wife. 3, Pastor Markia J. Kiri, member. 4, Madam Kima Batu, member. 5, Mr. Melvin Josh, member. Going forward, this commission will be charged with the responsibility of communicating all election-related matters to the community. Please join me to congratulate these individuals for volunteering their services to our community. All right. So, respectfully, Julius K. Parker Sr., President, Liberian Association of Indiana. There you have it. The reason I decided to bring this out is that it has been for too long now. We haven't heard anything. Now we're going to election. They has appointed election commissioner. But I have some questions on the chairman of the election commission. Who is he? Yelesi Va. I just hear Mr. Yelesi Va. The last time I heard about Mr. Yelesi Va, when he became the vice president of UNICO. So I don't know if that is the same person. That stands to be corrected. And it was subsequently approved by the General Assembly. In what meeting? Was there any meetings for the meeting? Why these days, everything that has to do with the Liberian Association of Indiana has turned to be kuku jumuku. If you don't go to meeting, there's no form of communication that come back in the group chat. Usually, meeting meetings and all the stuff used to be posted. But then there was some level of transparency. This time, there's no transparency. It means you has to be physically present. You see that? You have to be physically present to be able to get any information now. But however, I wish all of those commissioners well. And those in leadership currently, as you guys exit, I wish you well. And those who will be coming to take over, to steer the affairs of this community, I wish them well. But we have not yet arrived. There are too many unanswered questions. There are a whole lot of things that were promised that 5% of them has not yet been accomplished. Too many unanswered questions that needs to be addressed. And until we can address those things, we are not serious for nothing. We are not going any further. We would just be in what they call a revolving cycle. We're just going around. Because I can rest assure you, I don't want to put my neck on it because I don't want to die anytime soon. I got children. But if this community decide to go to election this year, 2025, anybody who runs will run on a post. That person will have no contender. Anybody who runs this election will win on white ballot. Why? Because a whole lot of people have lost interest. Why? Because of a few reasons. A lot of people don't believe that the association is open enough to everybody's criticism, to everybody's views and feedbacks. Those are the things that shy people away. That's why I always talk about having opinions of it. Talk to people, listen to them, and know how they feel. Don't never in your life as a leader try to come down on critical voices. Be strong, have a thick skin. That's what makes you a leader. You have to listen. Everybody cannot be for you. The moment you win an election, they get something they call your popularity starts to diminish. So you have to get used to it because you have something that people are going to judge you by. But unlike, it never happened. It's sad I have to talk about this because I plan not to talk about it. I plan not to mention about what happening currently, but I have to talk about it because I believe it's important. Because a dear big brother of mine reached out to me and he asked I should give some updates, and that's why I had to go back for the president letter and talk about those that he appointed as election commissioners. And you could see from the letter, since the president posted a letter in the community group chat, the community group chat has over 400 people. Can you imagine that? The community group chat. The community group chat having 121 people in that group chat. And the president posted a letter here since the 20th of May. The president have only 3 reactions. 3 reactions. It shows that a lot of people don't have interest. A lot of people don't want to participate. The election commissioners, the name, people don't know some of them. People don't know their history. People don't know their dues paying record. Those that went to the meeting, can you imagine all the people that are in the organization, when the association called meeting, you find less than 10 people sitting in a meeting. And now, instead of us going by the parliamentarian proceeding, we're done because we have to do what we have to do because we are catching up with time. So they will use the 10 people who is present that do not meet the simple majority to pass sensitive leadership decision for the rest of the body who is absent. That is sad. That is poor leadership. That is poor leadership. Minority having their will, while majority realizing you don't even have a say. And that is wrong. That is wrong. Now, few months from now, Mr. Julius Parker and Mr. Richard Boyer will be giving us their fingers and say, hey, bye. How do we rate them? How do we grade them? Now, I have started an entire documentary. Somebody see the pretty yeah, I have started that. And in that documentary, it has to do with the exception of Mr. Julius Parker and Mr. Richard Boyer and their exit. Just cataloging their projects and go back to their manifesto, things that they said they were going to do, and compare to things that they did during the time of 3 years period. If you go back and look at that, and you go back to some of the recordings that they stated that these are the things we're going to do. Number one, we're going to do this. We're going to get a community hall. We're going to make sure and this and that. We never even went through a community hall discussion first. That one's trash. Survey to know the demographic of Liberians living in Indiana. We never. That one trash. Now, if you ask even people in the administration, how many Liberians do you have in Indianapolis? I say outside Indianapolis. They don't know. They don't even have a set database. The Constitution we have been talking about all through all that have all those flaws that needed to be fixed. When you started trying to discuss those things in this dying meeting, where they have already appointed election commissioners telling you we are about to exit, it is the time they want to discuss constitutional referendum or reform. How do you fix that in your head? You're going to amend the Constitution when you are leaving. But when you came to power, you have 3 years. Why you couldn't settle them? Why you couldn't fix them in a way that it do not affect those that come in? How can you decide to change something when you're leaving? Because when you change it, it won't affect you. So, what significant changes do you want to see? That changes should first affect you as a person who is in that position before you want that changes to affect the person who is coming. That's why when we're doing the 10-year running around, we want a person to be president. The first thing everybody was talking about when I become president, the first thing on my agenda would be to restructure our constitution. We believe our constitution is the problem. The reason why we've been having election irregularities and confusion is because our constitution needs some reform. The people took almost 3 years. They never touch it. Now they're leaving before they brought reform. And now they brought a reform when a lot of people don't have interest. When you go to the meeting, you find barely 7 people at most. Because the president and his wife are 2, Richard Boya and his wife are 2, and those are in position. Maybe at most you find that meeting is 10 people. How can the 10 people in administration doing constitutional reform? I'm confused. I want to be soft now. Let's talk this here now. How can the people then behave to us like this? There were a whole lot of things I would talk about. The issue about Mr. Rabo C. Kiri unearthing some sensitive things that we never thought of. We went through the court document and we saw those things. We flagged those things. All of them life unaddressed. You know, when you have people leading you and you have a concern and they say nothing about your concern, those things bother the people you leading. You make them to not have interest. After that issue with Robert Kerry, we discussed this one. We brought the one. Also, brought the other document. Also, talking about how the organization do not have membership. We put a document from the courts, document from the registry. Nobody came to address those things. And everybody saw yes. Oh, really all our time. If I will soon leave power. Listen. Now, I always say this, and I said this to Mr. Parker. I believe the only best friend that Mr. Parker had in the community, and he never make use of it, is this guy who's sitting here behind the microphone. Philip say you got Augustine Hotel Logan. Let me put it down small so you can see my face. Philip Logan is the only true friend to him. But he never understood that. The fight for me is that I'll be telling you the truth, but I'll say it in a tune that you don't like. And nobody would like to take that. And I realized that was Mr. Parker's biggest mistake as president of the Liberian community of Indiana. I think he was more glued to people who pacify him, people who when he want to be happy, people who come around him. Oh, Mr. President, you're the only president in the community. You're the best since the community came to existence. And there's no one to be compared to you. Even that person administration failed. Your administration, they won't go on, they won't go on, they won't go on. They were all lies. They were all lies. You see, let me sit down good and talk about this more before I leave. Mr. Julius Parker and Mr. Richard Boya, they came to power at a time where the community needed leadership. Because Mr. Rufus Tati have already set the tune. And when they came to power through a process that was highly contested. They had a contender who were very forceful, who were pointing at some of the areas that they have flaws. And they managed to convince the community, telling the community that, okay, the guys saying all of these, but we believe we are the better ones. We have the better platform. We have lived here for some time. We understand your plot. We know what you need at this given time. The community said, okay, the other team, we say we want y'all, but we want y'all wait yet. Let's trust the people then who been with us for some time. Let's see what they're capable of doing. And at the end of the day, what happened? Nothing. We had an unfortunate situation with the president, which all we moved with him and we felt his pain. But after that, nothing. The only thing we saw was announcements. Death announcement, wedding announcement, baby shower announcement, football game announcement. But what we call tangibles. You know, I believe in the Chinese proverbs that say the beginning of wisdom is by calling everything by its name. It's the beginning of wisdom. The headphone on my head, you can refer to it by a particular name. The microphone I'm using has a particular name. That's the beginning of wisdom. So the coming of Mr. Julius Parker and Mr. Richard Boyer, the first thing I said to them, I said it to Mr. Boyer in his face when we met after they won the election. Mr. Boyer, the major challenge I believe you people have now is to first conduct a survey. It's almost like a population survey. You got to make it whole big to make a national survey where you got to go get people to conduct a survey for you. You could conduct your own survey. You could create a survey in a way that the person who answers the question will select if they are male or they are female. That survey could be a time-sensitive survey that comes right to the person's phone or in the email. And you make the survey one time to answer. When that person answers the ask, that person's computer or phone is automatically shut down from the survey. They cannot have access to that survey anymore. Now, by just conducting a simple sample size of the community, you will get a clearer picture as to what the community is lacking. We never did. We never did. All we fight to do was to provide a counter argument. Every time this guy here would be here, sit down here to point out some of the errors that you need to adjust some things, you fight him. You create a counter group. They say, you know what happened? The group will be established on it to talk to Philip, to fight Philip, to tell him say what he's saying has no relevance. And in fact, the thing he wants, we can't do it. He's egotistic. He this, he that, he that. I one person where I like my creator, Jesus Christ. He says, stick and stone may break my bone, but your words do me nothing. I don't care what people say. That's why when say people talk behind me, I don't it don't move me because I love for people to talk behind me. What proof my existence is that people can discuss me. It means I'm existing. If people don't talk about you, it means you're nothing. So that was the key thing. If we have first conducted that, know how many male live here, how many female live here, how many children live here, how many school-going kids live here, how many widow live here. Now it's simple. Now, if you have done a whole demographic of the community, now you can decide now, okay, from what we have done, we can say now we are better suited to serve these people. How can we serve them? We know all the widows. We know all the old pops. We know all of those that can take care of themselves. So now, what the president would do, slightly, the president he's a social person. You could say, you know what? I'll go to the old timer fee. I'll go to the golden age. I'll go to the young boys who play the soccer, the Indiana Lone Star. I can use their expertise. I can use some of them who is more versatile in certain skills and certain things and use it for the benefit of the community. Okay, now we're having the percentage of maybe 35 older people who they are widowed, need people to help them cut their grass and things. You could have the list of people who are going to volunteer to help the people on a weekly or a monthly basis to help them cut their grass while you're running after other projects. At least your impact. People needed to feel you. We needed to feel the presence of the organization. But sadly, what happened? The organization went down mad. The organization were already in existence before the third year. No more dues payment. The financial secretary just don't talk about dues anymore. Allow everybody to just let everybody just flow. We don't get time for dues. If you got remember the last time I saw the notice out to say, hey, we need to pay dues. I didn't see that. It's been a while. I haven't seen that. Those are some of the missteps. We can fix it. And those that was appointed as election commissioner, I don't know on what basis some of them were appointed. But it is what it is. You have an election commissioner now. And those who going to run, I can tell you, anybody who run now, the person have a better chance because you're going to win on the post. Nobody going to run with you. You're going to win on a web ballot. And now when you win on a web ballot, what happened to you? How do you refer to your legitimacy? Now, you might do something better. You might have different plans. You might have different vision. But I can definitely say you're going to be on a slow pace because you have to win the people confident to create interest again. A lot of people don't have interest. A lot of people not interested. You could tell from the reaction in the chat room. Everybody just cold feet now. Just that it. Now a lot of people just waiting for 20 a day to go to the park and play fun, or waiting for one other day where they're having activities, and that's it. When you see your people outside, this is a bigger organization. It's a 501c3. This is a Liberian representation in Indiana. If we don't know the weight that we have, if we don't know the size of ourselves, how can you go and lobby for your people when you do not know the population of your people? You don't know the demographic of how many male, how many female, how many children, how many widows, how many boys, how many girls. We don't know. How can you go stay from bigger organization and tell them, say, I need help for my people when you don't know the size of your community? You can even tell me how many people have filled membership form. The organization just, you live here, you Liberia, you member. And that's not it. It's a private organization. To become member, you have to complete a membership form. There are thousands of people who don't even never fill membership form. There are some people who vow for serious position. I've never filled membership form. But all the loopholes should have been corrected. Those things that people don't think about in organization, those are the least important thing about, but those are the most critical and important things. Documentation, keeping records. But until then, I have not heard anyone who have interest in becoming president. But anybody who have interest in becoming president, I wish you all the best. But I can tell you that you have a real difficult task ahead. You have a real difficult task ahead. Don't think you're going to be walking the park. You might go to being president web ballot, but you can't tell me, say, you're just going to be a president just by the name, I want to be president. You're just president, I say now. Okay, you're president, so what? So you're just going to be president by the title, though. Then I mean, you're going to be a complete replica of Julius Sparkle and Richard Boya. Both of them are president and vice president, but what they're doing, they're just saying now. No plan, no agenda, no way to move the community forward. There's nothing new, no new update. Everything just the same. So you don't want to come to being president and have the same business as usual. Before you come to power, my dear, or whoever person want to come to power, maybe a male or a female, your starts to have your plan now. Have all of what you want to do. And start seeing, you see, don't, because of politics, because I know more people, because of politics, they bring a lot of unrealistic things. They bring the platform, the they want their their party manifesto or their political platform to be so huge to the point where when somebody read it, must sound so good in the person's ear, or the person must say, "Wow, the thing they got so smart." That's not the point. That's not the point. You have to bring us something that is achievable. The least thing that is achievable. Because think about what's happening currently. The current administration. What can you say they have done? All right. The youth organization have party. Okay. Party. Okay. Is there anything that you can say you're going to count as achievement? Okay, the four lady had Christmas party for the children. Is that something you're going to count as an achievement? What else? The president went and printed paper. They call it certificate. They gave it to people. Is that an achievement? What better tangible that when tomorrow Mr. Parkers and Mr. Boya turn this thing over to the bull, say that okay, we stepping aside now. What would they be? Both of them be remembered for? Nothing. Both of them will be remembered for nothing. At least it should have been remembered just for the reform of the Constitution, or by just uniting the community. Just the unity part of it that honor Mr. Parker and honor Mr. Boya, the way the community was so sweet. That one at least people can say, yeah. But again, it is what it is. We here. The people can say, they get something to say, they say the community will not born. The community will not born. What was some? Yeah, you're right, Mr. G Raji. There were a whole lot of issues or answer questions that left unaddressed. Now Mr. Boya is about to leave power. Mr. Boya, you're my own bastard brother. But I won't tell you today. Don't leave power like this. You still got small time. Show yourself. Have a public interview. Sit and answer questions. Yo, because when you leave power like this, you will go down in history as the first Bobo vice president in the Liberian community. And you don't want to have that name. Sit down and have an open interview and let people ask you questions of your achievement as vice president. What were some of your advices to the president? Tell your own. You can't let the president just tell your own and that's it. The president too need to tell his own too. Because that's what I'm saying from the beginning. You need one tough person and one cool person. That was going to be more preferable. I leave Mr. Parker tough, Mr. Boya quiet, fine. But two other quiet men, the president of Bobo, the vice president of Bobo. So at the end of the day, the whole community to Bobo. Yeah, the whole community to the Bobo. Nobody can hear for you anymore. We just waiting now, waiting for somebody to die. They will see death announcement, or waiting for graduation certificate, or waiting for baby shower to see that, or waiting for Indiana Lone Star. They will say, oh, the beginning playing football. But again, until we meet again, let me just leave it like this, okay? But we got more to do. Today, I'm not working here for this Liberian community being. But one of my big brother, he live in different state. And he reached out to me. He said, my picking, what's going on? And when I used to follow that, you used to get the news from. This time we can't hear nothing. We know nothing that happening. Yeah. So I said, well, you know what? Let me talk about it small. But before you say, I'll tell you, I got a whole documentary coming up. And that documentary has to do with the Parkers administration, Parkers Boya's administration, their achievement, and what they promised that they were going to do. So going forward, it's not just Mr. Parker and Mr. Boya administration. There will be any other administration who come after them. That's why I said during the days of Mr. Tatis and the days of Arvin Peno and the days of whoever JD Walker, the community wasn't open like the way it is now. We have a lot of people from different places have migrated here. So you expect it to be as easy as you thought. Because the way you're used to running it, well, anything you do, you are the law, you are the gospel, you just business as usual. That's how it has been. But now things have changed. But again, we want to say thank you for joining us. We'll be back here next week. And not next week, Thursday. Thursday will be here. Today, I just decided to pass near the topic here. But Thursday will be here with more better topic. But because the people asked me about, hey, what's going on? So I said, let me just throw some light on it. So until we meet again, don't forget, we'll be here on Thursday. Yeah. So anybody who listens to the show today, don't take it so serious. Richard, don't take it too serious, but you need to appear as the vice president who will soon be leaving power. You need to appear. You need to say something. You can just go down in history as the first Bobo vice president in the Liberian community. You got to say something. You got to come up and let's have this conversation. You have to sit in the high seat. You got to answer some of the tough questions. Even the president, Mr. Parker, you need to sit and answer some questions. Your administration, what have you done? What are some of your achievements? Catalog them. So we'll look forward to seeing the both of you. And I don't have to interview you. I can go on any radio station. So I can go anywhere. Anybody else can interview you. So we'll love to interview the both of you. We'll love to sit with you. We'll love to know what you guys did in the community and what else we should look forward to. So until we meet again, we're going to be here on Thursday. To all of you who just following up for the first time, don't forget you're on the Logan's Hour. So sticking still. Good night for now.